manager. Back to that window and the public. Hi everyone, welcome to our first live stream TV channel, The Style Socials. Thanks so much for joining. We are a couple of minutes late. We've had a few technical challenges. As always with all of these things, it does take a little bit of time, but we are all set up. There's 3 of us here. And I've got a little screen in front of me, so if you want to send me comments, you can do. I'd love to know where you are watching from, whether you've done any Christmas shopping yet, or whether you're hibernating in the cold weather. Just let me know, as this is supposed to be interactive. For any of you that know me, I always think of this brand as your brand. So you're the ones that are driving it. So if there's certain things you want to see or chat about, anything. It can be anything to do with business setups. So for those of you that have been following me for quite a while, you'll know that sometimes I do like business chats. If you want to know what I'm gifting, what my sort of top things that I've got my eye on, just drop me a question and kind of let me know. And this is our first episode, so anything could happen. I mean, literally anything could happen. So if it goes a bit wrong or wonky, apologies. What we'll also be doing this evening is, at the end of the live show, I will be giving you a really nice code. It's only going to last for 24 hours, and it's for money off our lovely adjustable rings, which we'll be talking through in a little bit. So hang on in there. We're going to talk for about half an hour for our first live, so that will be really good. And yeah, it's going to be 35% off everything at the end, so I will give you the code. So yeah, please feel free to join in, and please feel free to ask me anything. My sparkly door is open. For those of you that are new, hi, I'm Sarah, Queen of Rings. We specialise in adjustable rings that fit every finger. They're all handcrafted from recycled sterling silver and recycled 18-karat gold vermeil. I love the fact that we breathe new life into something that was once somebody else that they had their little story with, and now it's sort of your turn to own one of these, and it can start its new journey with you. So it's a bit like a sort of reincarnation, if you like. All of our gemstones are trusted, and it takes 19 pairs of hands to create each piece for your hand. So it is a gift or self-gift made with love and care. It's much more than just a product. There are an amazing team of artisans behind our brand that create every single piece. And we have lovely quality control, and they're all handcrafted in Jaipur in India. And if any of you want to see where they're made or how they're made, you can drop onto our Instagram stories after this episode and you can have a look. So that's that. And I'm going to show you this evening, so I've kind of chosen 5 rings that I kind of think are really great for this time of year, whether you're sort of going for parties, and it's the sort of ring that you can buy, and then maybe sort of next year you could buy another one and stack it up and wear it in different ways. I believe that jewellery shouldn't just be for an occasion. It is for every day, all day. Your hands work so hard. They deserve to be treated well and look spectacular. Every single ring comes with a little gemstone meaning card, and I'll talk through the little meanings of the ones that I've chosen this evening, and also a really beautiful gift box as well. This is actually a slice of agate, and it's got a gold logo on our Sarah Verity logo. You can buy separately our ring sizes. So these rings fit every single finger. So you're not going to give it to somebody and then it's not going to fit. It will actually, it's going to fit them. You know that. every single ring is made to the average size of a finger in the UK, if that makes sense. And it's a size 7, which I think is an M. I'm not quite sure. I don't take much notice of sizes because they fit every finger, but you can buy these separately on the website. They are £4.95, and if you go under collections and drop down, you'll see ring sizer, and that is that. They come in black too. I think it's the black one that we're selling at the moment. Looks like that, and actually they make a really nice little table decoration. So what's going to happen next? Now I've talked through that and said hi to you all. Please feel free to drop any questions in. I'm going to talk you through the products. And the way that this live stream TV works is that we will pin the products as I talk about them. And that makes it so much easier than if we were just on, I mean, you might be watching this on Instagram, but if you're watching it on Instagram or not, like normally when I do a live, we can't pin products. And then it makes it really complicated because you might have seen something you liked and then gone, oh my God, where the hell's that? Well, this makes it so much simpler. So we're going to pin away. So the first product I'm going to talk about, and I have not had any samples of these for ages because they've been so popular, is our Siren Blue Sunstone. It's a really nice coloured gemstone for this time of year, and it's really sparkly. Blue Sunstone is power. It's for power and courage. It's like for that inner power and courage. It helps gain recognition and the discovery and acceptance of yourself. It can attract fame and success. So that might make a really pretty gift for somebody. They come in gold. And also I think the lovely Paige is going to pop one up in silver. So you can see, there you go. Hopefully you can see that and that it's close enough. They are £42 and £49 each, but if you do buy them this evening, they will have 35% off. So, I mean, that's kind of like cheaper than a bunch of flowers almost, and you know, or a big tin Quality Street. And you just get something really special. I believe jewellery should be made from precious metals. It is meant to connect you at the heart. It's meant to mean something to you. And the rings are the one piece of jewellery that you wear for yourself because you can see them as like necklaces. Well, this is quite long, so I can see it a little bit, but mainly they're kind of up here. And earrings, they're all worn for other people. Rings are worn for you. It's like you look at your hands a lot during the day. So it's nice that they are adorned. This sparkles like a little night sky. It's really pretty, and we take a lot of time and care with the curvature of the band to make sure that there's enough overlap, that it doesn't pinch hands, and it feels really sort of comfortable to wear. And you know, like when you're in a really hot room or it goes really cold and your hands naturally expand and decrease. Well, these are perfect because they can expand and decrease with you. So they're always going to feel really comfortable. So that's our first two. And I just think Blue Sunstone, it just makes such a pretty gift because it's got that sort of beautiful kind of dark, inky kind of sparkle. And I've also chosen gemstones. Well, I think all gemstones suit all skin tones, but I think the ones that I've chosen will look brilliant on any skin tone. I've tried to be sort of really careful what I've chosen. The other ring coming up next is our Highway Star. So for those of you that know me and know the brand really well, you will know this ring. It is this beautiful green marine quartz. We're going to show it up in gold first. This is the large. The gemstone size is 10mm by 10mm. You see, it's like really sparkly. So it's what we call cushion cut. So it's like lots of little squares, if you like, on a sort of diagonal, which really make the gemstones sparkle. They're really pretty. So these have been very popular. So I just wanted to put these in my sort of Christmas gift box, if you like. And they also come in the sterling silver. So I'll show you what that looks like. Here we go. And that's kind of like, my hands are really square and they're kind of average. And that's kind of what a 10mm gemstone looks like on my hands. You can, of course, wear them on any finger. All you have to do is take one of these. I haven't pinned this product actually, but I can do it next on our next episode. And then there you go. So it just depends sort of how you like to wear your jewellery. But this is a green marine quartz. Green marine quartz is worn for creativity. It comes with one of, there's a little card. Beautiful stone has the ability to turn negative energy into positive, helping bring success and prosperity, which is such a nice message for the end of one year and going into the next year. So it comes with this, and it'll come with this lovely little gift box as well. All the gift boxes are also made in India. We use a really nice company out there. They've been brilliant, and it's this pretty slice of agate, which is like, whether you can see from the lighting, but it's like this sort of inky dark blue with this soft pink. So that is green marine quartz for you. And yeah, don't forget, at the end of this episode, I'll give you a code so that you can get 35% off, not just off the rings that I'm going to show you, but off everything site-wide. So if it's something that you've kind of had your eye on, maybe now's the time to press the button. And I just want to say thank you for joining me on episode 1. That's brilliant. And there will be more episodes. And so I'd love to know that, like, this is all new technology. So this is the first time that I've done this. I'm used to going live on Instagram, but kind of going live where you're streaming. We're streaming at the moment on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Everything's kind of joined together. And by pinning the products, it just makes it a lot easier to purchase. And it means that we can go out on kind of more platforms. For those that kind of want to know my views on live stream TV and why I think it's such a brilliant thing to do and why we're an early adopter, you can hook in with me on my LinkedIn profile, which is just Sarah Parham, and there you can see what I've been up to on there. So yeah, that's just about the live stream. Wherever you are, just let me know. I'd love to know where you're coming in from. And also, if you've got any questions, please feel free to drop me a line. It can be about live stream, it can be about rings, it can be about gifting, it can be about what I've got my eye on, it can be about business. My sparkly door is open. So next up, we're going to talk about, and this is a personal favourite of mine, the Durga ring. The Durga god, she's an Indian god, and this was created. I went on a trip to up north of Rajasthan. I went with a friend of mine who's he's raised $500 million to give the tigers back their land. And so I went to see the work that he has done, and he had to move whole communities and villages and then build schools and put infrastructure in. So we were looking at all that and why it's so important that the tigers have their land back. And I was really inspired by that trip, and also by the Durga god, which she's this like amazing woman with 8 arms with a weapon on the end of each arm, and she rides tigers. So the first ring we did was a tiger's eye ring. Tiger's eyes worn for grounding, and I wanted to make it look kind of quite masculine and strong, for kind of strong people everywhere, to give you that kind of inner strength. So we came up with this, and then we did a vote on an Instagram live, and I think the vote was between turquoise. Well, I think it was on colour first, and you all chose green, and then it's turquoise or malachite, and you all chose malachite. So this is the malachite version, which I'm obsessed with. I've been wearing that, and I've got the tiger's eye one. This is the tiger's eye here. We haven't pinned that product, but it's a very nice product. So yeah, so this comes in silver, and it also comes in gold, which I've left at home because I put my other one on. I've got it. Just put it out there. But it looks really beautiful on this finger, also on that finger, and also, if I can make it a little smaller, on that finger, just like as a proper kind of like sort of 70s signet ring. So really, really lovely. And I think that makes a really nice gift. We get everyone wearing this. I mean, our rings are for everyone. There is no bias with any person, so they are for all people. But we do get a lot of guys wearing these, and non-binary as well. So yeah, this is a one for everyone. And then talking of everyone, this is another ring which has got sort of really kind of wide appeal, and I think it's probably because it's of its size, and it's the most complicated ring to make. And that's our lightning bolt ring. And I just think that's so brilliant for this time of year. This is it in gold, and then I think the lovely Paige is going to put it up into silver as well. This is a 16mm slice of black quartz. Black quartz is worn for agate, for happiness. And the reason it's so tricky to make is if you see the height of the bezel, it's really thin. So, and on the back, it's a covered plate. So the thickness of the gemstone has to be so thin, and they do that by hand, our artisans. And then we hand drill by eye a hole, and then we file the lightning bolt. It goes down, the prong is split at the back and then set. We never use glue, we always do professional setting. A lot of cheaper jewellery and fashion jewellery uses glue. We just don't do that. So this is really, really tricky to make. And I think Paige has pinned those for you. Yeah, this is one of my favourites. It's sort of never off my finger, that one. So up next is and the final one is a Mystic Topaz. Now the medium Mystic, I want to put this up because it's like a party. It's just like literally like, it's like a disco on your hand. It's like a party. It's all about bringing you good fortune. So I just thought this is like perfect for gifting season. It's a magical gemstone that's said to bring good luck and fortune to the wearer. It could bring you self-confidence, give inner strength, and is said to ward off evil. I mean, you know, that is like literally the best ring, and it is this sort of party gemstone. I don't know whether I'm catching it in the light well enough, but it's maybe winning it. Thank you. It's got this amazing, it's like quite a neutral colour, but then it catches the light and it comes up with these incredible like rainbow colours. It comes in gold and then finally the silver. You see that? Yeah, that's just like a Christmas party on your hand. So if you haven't got a Christmas party to go to, buy these and just, that's a house party just right there. And they are £42 and £49, and I should have said the stellar ones are £250 and I think £120, £110, £210 even. £210 and £250. That's Paige whispering to me because I don't know what I'm doing. So yes, so those are my sort of 5 top rings. I'm just going to put them out there. Malachite's a lovely stone. That's the transformation, if anyone's wondering. There they are. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining in our live stream. This is such a new thing for me, and it is kind of new tech. I know, like, you get kind of like the likes of QVC and people like that doing, but in Japan, it's like, I think it's worth like 3 trillion. And so I just thought it's just a really neat way, and being able to come and chat to you and for you to interact with me and for us to have a chat and for me to show you the products and for you to sort of feel more involved with the brand. I mean, I think that's sort of like the core reasons for doing it. And also Instagram, they're just shutting down accounts. I was on a chat the other day with a load of founders, and like so many of them had had problems with Instagram just shutting down accounts, and we've had products where they don't approve them on the shop because they say they're medical. It's just a ring, it's just a bot, they've got it wrong. So I just kind of thought this takes away all of that frustration for me. and for you as well. So anyway, I hope you've really loved our live stream. I think we've got about 7 minutes to go. So feel free to ask me anything and feel free to join in with anything. And I just want to say kind of thank you. And I'm going to just give these a quick rundown again in case you've sort of joined in halfway through. So first up, we talked about this lovely siren ring, which comes in this blue sunstone, which is all about inner power, which is really beautiful. And then we've got next, actually, I'm going to show you. This looks really nice stacked with our little Audi. So I think that can, you know, for those of you that maybe want like smaller rings but kind of like stacking, these can look really neat together. And they are £42 and £49. And don't forget, we've got 35% off, and I'll give you the code in a couple of minutes. And then, yes, that was Winnie just chatting to me. So there's 3 of us in the room, just in case you want to know. Okay, they're just chatting to me. So this is all new. I think other people just have, you know, the earphone things in, and I don't have that. So where are you? I'd love to know where you're watching from as well. Are you watching from Instagram? Are you watching from Facebook? Are you watching from YouTube? And whereabouts are you watching from? I'm in Hackney Wick. I'm not in LA. As I was talking about this morning, I'm actually in Hackney Wick, which is actually really lovely, and we're in the most amazing studio. So it does feel really special doing this, because I'm normally at home chit-chatting to you on my sofa, or, you know, just loitering around in the kitchen with Maureen, Maureen's gone to crash, by the way. So anyone that knows Maureen's the dog, she's not an aging aunt. So she's not here, she's got another appointment. But going back to these rings, you got this. They've got me on it. Love hearing the story behind the Durga ring. It's such a lovely brand, and it's great to see the rings tonight. You and the team are doing a fab job. I'm in York. Hi, Claire in York. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's so nice. I love it when people comment, because I'm such a chatterer. So I love it when people chat back to me. Thank you very much. That's just so kind. Yeah, the Durga ring, it is really, really special. And on our Instagram page, you can actually go into, I think it says Tiger Work. So you can go in and see, you can meet my Tiger Man, and you can go and see what I did up in Rajasthan. For anyone that's really interested about India and where I go and what I see, Instagram on the highlights is a really good place to start. And if anyone's thinking of going to India, for example, any of you thinking of going to India? If you are, drop me a message. I will happily help you. I do that quite a bit, actually, with people wanting to go and then not quite knowing what to book or where to go. And it can be a bit of a daunting country. So, yeah, I'm here to help. It's an incredible place. It's beautiful. So back to rings for a minute. So these look great stacked up. This is our siren and our Audi. So the siren in the blue sunstone, we're going to go in a bit closer. And the Audi in this lovely mystic topaz that's just like a disco. So I think if I go like that, they should all be shiny, when he's nodding, shiny and sparkly, which is fantastic. Yeah. So these have all been designed, and the thing about this, so I don't mind if you're stacking and then all the rings are kind of different heights, but these have been made so the bezel height, which is this bit here, is the same height. Whoops. So you can see, so they stack really nicely and they're flat together on top, even though they're different collections. So I think there's something really nice about stacking different rings up that are different shapes. I think there's something really cool about that. So that is Siren in Blue Sunstone for inner power, and Mystic Topaz, just basically a party, isn't it? And then the bigger pieces, I would wear, just to show you, just from a styling kind of point of view, I always like wearing bigger pieces, kind of like that. So you've got like a finger free. So it just feels quite balanced on the hand. I think this is 12 mil by 12 mil. This is definitely 16 mil by 16 mil. I'm sure this is 12 by 12. And they're all hand cut. So every single one is hand cut. And I put on, for anyone that follows on Instagram at Sarah Verity Jewellery, I put on, it was a picture of some fire. And that's how the recycled metal comes in these sort of big blocks. And then it's melted down. And that's the very start of the kind of reincarnation. After we've done all the designing, and then we do CAD drawings, and then we create molds, and then it goes into the melting down and the start of the actual product. And I thought that was kind of like quite a sweet thing to put up so that you can actually see that's the very, very beginning of what we do. But yeah, these are two sort of big kind of statement rings. So for those of you that like sort of more of a look, if you like, more statement piece, these look really great together. Malachite, as I said, is for transformation. It's known as the transformation stone. It has protective and supportive energy that stimulates clear thinking and wellness. Use malachite to make yourselves feel better, happier and more at peace. So I think that's a really pretty good for